Mike Tyson, once the most feared boxer on the planet, with fists like cannons and a bank account to match. But how did Iron Mike go from knocking out opponents to being knocked out by his bank balance? Buckle up, folks, because this story has mansions, tigers, and a spending spree so wild it would make a rapper say, "Whoa, slow down." In the late 80s and early 90s, Mike Tyson was the ultimate symbol of success. By the time he was 20, he was the youngest heavyweight champion in history, and the cash was rolling in. We're talking $400 million in earnings, more than enough to buy a private island, a small country, or, in Mike's case, a zoo. But more on that later. Now, Mike didn't just spend money. He sprinted through it. First up, there was the 52-room mansion in Connecticut. Yes, 52 rooms. Because apparently, Iron Mike needed a room for himself, his ego, and probably his pet pigeons. Oh, and the mansion? It had a nightclub and a pool big enough to host the Olympics. And speaking of animals, Mike spent $70,000 on a pair of Bengal tigers. That's right, he had pet tigers. Why? Because regular pets like dogs and cats were just too pedestrian. But it wasn't just tigers and mansions. Tyson's lifestyle was the definition of excess. He once dropped $1.5 million on a party. That's not a typo, $1.5 million for one night. The cake must have been made out of gold or something. And let's not forget the jewelry. Tyson reportedly spent $4.5 million on a gold chain so big it probably gave him neck pain. But hey, what's a little discomfort when you're flexing that hard? Then came the KO that Mike didn't see coming, financial reality. Between lawsuits, bad investments, and, a divorce settlement that cost him $9 million, Tyson's empire started crumbling faster than a sandcastle in high tide. In 2003, Iron Mike filed for bankruptcy, with debts reportedly reaching $23 million. Yup, the man who once had $400 million was suddenly struggling to keep the lights on. So, what's the takeaway from Tyson's financial roller coaster? Well, let's just say it's a reminder that even the mightiest of champions can't outpunch bad money management. But here's the twist, Mike Tyson's story doesn't end here. Want to know how the champ bounced back from bankruptcy and started making millions again? Hit that subscribe button, because that's a story you don't want to miss.